So I kind of wanted to break down some iPhones that I would basically never use again. And these don't have to necessarily be the oldest of oldest iPhones, but there are some newer type of devices that I still probably wouldn't even recommend the average person to go ahead and use, or maybe that I wouldn't use personally anymore. Now, the first iPhone I would probably recommend every single person, as I mentioned before, every single start of every video, any unsupported iPhone, I'm talking like the iPhone 7, 7 Plus, 6S, 6S Plus, even probably the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and iPhone 10. Those types of iPhones, you're probably better off not purchasing and using as of this point. I would never really use those iPhones again, even though I did love my iPhone 10 when I was using it. I just don't really think it makes any sense to go and use any of those types of devices anymore, and it makes a lot more sense to go and pick up another type of device that is currently still supported with software. Now, I do think another iPhone that I was kind of on and off about that I would probably use or maybe not use again, I was kind of indifferent about, but it would probably be an iPhone, maybe like the iPhone 12 Pro. This particular iPhone, for some reason, it just never sat with me right, basically all of the battery degradation that was happening with this particular device. And I would probably say out of all the iPhones that I would probably ever use in my life again, I don't know if I could ever go back to using an iPhone 12 Pro. So for those of you who don't know, the iPhone 12 Pros, as far as I know and as far as I've seen before, had some sort of battery degradation issue. So these particular iPhones would essentially just get this weird battery degradation going around for almost all the iPhone 12s. Now, I talked about this heavy in 2021, and then also in 2022, then 2023, basically every single year I've talked about this particular, problem that was going on. And it was a very, very weird and awkward issue because I was using my phone as I normally would. I didn't really do anything differently with my device. I was MagSafe charging my device for a while, then I saw this, particular battery degradation happening. Then I stopped it, but the battery degradation was still happening at that time. And it was a very, very weird thing for me to even kind of go through. I looked online, a lot of other people were also going through very, very similar things with their particular devices as well. So at that time, it was a very weird thing, and this is why the 12 Pro is so confusing to me, because on one hand, physically, it's actually still feels like a pretty good iPhone. It does not feel like a super cheap or bad device. It feels pretty expensive. There's not really that much to hate on, it from that particular, side of things. But also, when you look at it from a physical standpoint, it looks so beautiful. Performance-wise, really wasn't that terrible. Camera-wise, wasn't even that bad. It just so happened that the battery degradation was just going through so much stuff. I don't even know what was going on with it, that by the end of it, it was at 80-something% battery life within a year. Less than a year, actually, I think. So I look back at that iPhone, and if there's a lot of other iPhones I'd probably recommend going back to, I just can't see myself really ever going back to an iPhone like the iPhone 12 Pro ever again. So that kind of covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.